Chosen one, congratulations, it's over. And you'll never have to go through that again. That painful chapter has been permanently closed, and it will never return to your life again. I am speaking to you now because this is the moment you almost missed, the turning point that carries a blessing, a breakthrough, and a quiet miracle that has already begun inside your life. I am telling you clearly that what hurt you, what drained you, and what kept you awake at night has reached its end, and it will not follow you into what comes next. This is not a temporary pause or a short relief. This is a full and final closing of a painful chapter that once had power over you. Listen closely, because understanding this will change how you walk forward, how you breathe again, and how you trust what I am doing for you. Type Amen to affirm. The pain you carried was not small, and I saw every moment of it, even when no one else understood what you were going through. I watched the silent battles, the tears you hid, and the strength you used just to keep moving forward when everything felt heavy. What you experienced had a purpose, but its time in your life has now ended, and it will not be repeated. You are not going back into that place again, and you are not meant to relive that cycle, because I have already closed that door with intention and authority. Stay with me right now, and if this is reaching your heart, take a moment to like this video, because what you are receiving in this moment is something many people search for but never fully understand. This ending is not something you created on your own, and it is not something that can be undone by fear, doubt, or outside voices. I stepped in when you were at your limit, and I decided that enough was enough for your spirit, your mind, and your future. That chapter had already taken what it was allowed to take, and I would not allow it to take anything more from you. What is finished is truly finished, and I am asking you to accept that fully, so you do not carry old weight into a new season. There were moments when you believed it would never end, when you felt trapped inside something that kept repeating itself without mercy. I saw the confusion, the questions you held inside, and the exhaustion that followed you even when you tried to rest. But I was already working behind what you could see, slowly bringing that chapter to its final moment. Now that moment has arrived, and I am telling you clearly that you will never have to go through that same pain again. Type 1111 if you believe. What I am doing now is not just about removing pain, it is about restoring your peace and rebuilding your confidence in what lies ahead. I am giving you space to breathe again without fear of the same hurt returning. I am creating a new path for you where you can move forward without looking over your shoulder. The ending of that chapter is also the beginning of something steady, something calm, and something that will not shake you the way the past did. You may still feel echoes of what you went through, and that is natural because your heart remembers what it had to survive. But those echoes do not have power anymore, and they cannot pull you back into what I have already ended. You are allowed to heal now without interruption, without the fear that everything will collapse again. This is a safe space I am building for you, and it is protected by my presence in your life. Do not let doubt convince you that this ending is temporary, because it is not. I did not bring you this far just to place you back into the same pain. I did not guide you through that struggle just to let it repeat itself again. I closed that chapter because it has no place in your future, and I am now guiding you towards something that aligns with your growth and your purpose. What you went through changed you, but it did not break you, and it did not define your future. You are still chosen, still protected, and still moving towards something greater than what you left behind. The strength you gained during that time will now support you in a different way, not as a shield against pain, but as a foundation for peace and confidence. You are not the same person who entered that chapter, and you will not live the same life that came with it. I want you to release the habit of expecting the worst, because that chapter trained you to stay alert for pain that is no longer coming. You do not need to prepare for that kind of hurt anymore, and you do not need to carry that tension inside your body. I am teaching you how to live without that constant fear, how to trust that what is ahead is not designed to harm you. This is a new way of living, and it may feel unfamiliar at first, but it is real and it is yours. There is peace waiting for you in this new space, but you must allow yourself to receive it without resistance. Let go of the belief that something will go wrong again, because that belief belongs to a chapter that is already closed. I am not bringing you into another cycle of pain. I am bringing you into a season of restoration. What you lost will be replaced, what you carried will be lifted, and what you feared will be removed from your path. I am still with you, and I am guiding every step you take from this moment forward. You are not walking into the unknown alone, and you are not expected to figure everything out by yourself. Trust that I am leading you into something better, something lighter, and something that will not hurt you the way the past did. This is your moment to move forward without chains, without fear, and without looking back. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. You have reached the end of something that once felt endless, and that alone is a victory you should recognize. I am proud of you for enduring what you did, for holding on when it felt impossible, and for staying present even when everything inside you wanted to give up. Now I am asking you to step into what comes next with a new mindset, one that is not shaped by pain, but by hope and trust. I am guiding you into a space where your heart can rest without fear, and where your mind can finally be still without expecting something to go wrong. This shift may feel unfamiliar at first, but it is not unstable, it is simply new. Type 1010 if you trust God. You learned how to endure, how to stay strong when everything around you felt uncertain, and how to keep going even when you had no clear answers. That strength was necessary for that chapter, but it is not meant to control your life moving forward. I am now teaching you how to live without that constant pressure, how to exist without feeling like you are always in a battle. You are allowed to experience calm without questioning it, and you are allowed to feel peace without expecting it to disappear. There were moments when you felt alone, even when people were around you, and that loneliness created a deep ache inside your spirit. I saw that pain, and I never left you inside it, even when it felt like silence surrounded you. What you felt was real, but it was not permanent, and it was never meant to define your future. I carried you through that season, and now I am placing you in a position where you will begin to feel supported in ways that are steady and genuine. The chapter that has ended was heavy, and it demanded more from you than it should have, but it also revealed something important within you. It showed you your resilience, your ability to stand even when everything tried to pull you down. But now that the lesson has been completed, I am removing the burden that came with it. You do not have to keep proving your strength through pain, because I am giving you a life where your strength can exist without struggle. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. What comes next will not require you to constantly fight to keep what is yours. I am aligning things in your life in a way that brings stability instead of confusion, clarity instead of chaos, and peace instead of tension. You will begin to notice that things are not as difficult as they used to be, and that is not by accident. It is because I have removed what was working against you, and I have placed you in a position where you can finally move forward without resistance. You may still carry memories of what you went through, and sometimes those memories may try to bring back old feelings, but those feelings no longer have authority over your present or your future. You are not that same person standing in that same situation anymore. You have moved beyond it, and I have ensured that it will not return to take hold of you again. Trust this transition, even if it feels unfamiliar, because it is leading you into something that is meant to support you rather than break you. I am not leading you into another test that drains you. I am leading you into a place where you can rebuild what was shaken. This is where your confidence begins to grow again, not from surviving pain, but from experiencing peace. This is where you learn to trust life again, without fear of it turning against you. There were things you lost during that chapter, things you cared about, and things you hoped would remain. I saw every loss, and I understand how deeply it affected you. But I am not leaving those empty spaces as they are. I am restoring what is meant for you, and I am replacing what was taken with something that will not hurt you the same way. What is coming into your life now is aligned with your growth, your healing, and your future. You do not need to chase what belongs to you, and you do not need to hold on to what was never meant to stay. I am guiding what is right toward you, and I am removing what does not belong in your life anymore. This process is not random, and it is not uncertain. It is intentional, and it is designed to bring you into a place where you no longer feel like you are constantly losing or fighting to keep what you love. The pain you experienced has already done what it was meant to do, and now it is time for you to experience something different. I am not allowing that same level of hurt to return, because it has no place in what I am building for you. You are stepping into a space where you can grow without being wounded, where you can trust without being betrayed, and where you can live without constantly guarding yourself. Let go of the expectation that something will go wrong, because that expectation is tied to a past that no longer has power over you. I am asking you to release that mindset and allow yourself to believe in something better. This is not about ignoring reality, it is about understanding that your reality has changed. What once affected you deeply will no longer have the same access to your life. You are protected in ways you may not always see, and I am actively keeping certain things away from you because they are not meant for your path anymore. There are situations you will never encounter again, and there are struggles you will never have to face again. This is not luck, and it is not coincidence. It is my decision to shield you from what you have already overcome. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. Your life is not meant to repeat the same cycles, and I am breaking those patterns so you can move forward without being pulled back. What has ended is not waiting to return, and it is not hiding around the corner. It is finished completely, and you are free from it in a way that is lasting and real. You are not walking into another version of the same story, you are walking into something entirely different. You may feel a quiet shift inside you, a sense that something has changed, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. That feeling is real, and it is the beginning of your transition into a new season. This is where you start to feel lighter, where your thoughts become clearer, and where your heart begins to open again without fear. I am restoring what was worn down, and I am rebuilding what was shaken. You are not behind, and you are not late, even if it feels like you lost time during that painful chapter. Nothing that belongs to you has been lost permanently, and I am bringing things back into alignment at the right moment. What you are about to experience will not feel rushed or forced. It will feel natural and steady. This is because it is built on something stronger than what you had before. Stay close to me as you move through this transition, because I am guiding every step with care and purpose. You do not need to understand everything at once, and you do not need to control what comes next. Your role is to trust, to remain open, and to allow yourself to receive what I am placing in your life. This is not a fragile beginning, it is a stable foundation that will support you moving forward. This is how healing begins to take form in your life, not with noise, but with a steady sense of calm that grows stronger over time. Type 1212 to claim miracles. I know that part of you is still watching carefully, still expecting something to change suddenly the way it used to. That reaction was built from what you experienced before, and it protected you during that time. But you are no longer in that place, and you do not need to carry that same alertness into this new season. I am showing you that it is safe to relax your guard, safe to breathe deeply, and safe to trust what is unfolding around you. There were days when everything felt uncertain, when even the smallest decisions felt heavy because you were trying to avoid more pain. I saw how careful you became, how you tried to control every outcome just to protect yourself. But now I am removing that need for constant control, because I am guiding your path in a way that brings stability. You are no longer responsible for holding everything together on your own. As you move forward, you will begin to notice that your thoughts are changing, becoming clearer and less burdened by fear. You will find yourself responding differently to situations that once overwhelmed you. This is not because you are forcing yourself to change, but because I am transforming your perspective from within. You are learning to live without carrying the weight of what has already been removed from your life. There will be moments when you pause and realize that something that once caused you pain no longer affects you the same way. That realization may surprise you, and it may even bring a quiet sense of relief. This is the evidence of the chapter that has been closed, showing you that it truly no longer has power over you. What once hurt you deeply is now losing its hold completely. Type 555 to affirm. You are not meant to keep revisiting what has already ended, and you are not meant to rebuild what I have already taken away. I am guiding you towards something new, something that does not carry the same weight or the same pain. This is your opportunity to step into a different way of living, one that is not shaped by fear, but by trust. Let go of the urge to look back, because what is ahead of you requires your full attention. The peace you are beginning to feel is not temporary, and it is not fragile. It is something I am placing in your life with intention, something that will remain even when challenges appear. This peace is not dependent on perfect conditions. It is rooted in my presence with you. No matter what comes next, this foundation will remain steady and unshaken. You may start to see new opportunities appear in your life, things that you did not expect or plan for. These are not random. They are part of the path I am creating for you now that the old chapter has ended. I am opening doors that were once closed, and I am guiding you toward experiences that will support your growth. What is coming into your life now is aligned with who you are becoming. Do not compare this new season to what you have known before, because it is not meant to feel the same. What you are stepping into is different in a way that brings balance instead of chaos. You are no longer in a place where everything feels uncertain or unstable. This is a season where things begin to settle, where you can finally feel grounded again. I am also bringing people into your life who will not bring the same pain you experienced before. These connections will feel different, more genuine, more supportive, and more aligned with your growth. You will not have to question their intentions constantly, and you will not have to protect yourself from them in the same way. This is part of the restoration I am bringing into your life. At the same time, I am removing anything that does not belong in this new season. Some things may fade away quietly, and some may leave more clearly, but all of it is intentional. I am making space for what is meant to stay, and I am ensuring that what once caused harm does not return. Trust this process, even when it feels like things are shifting quickly. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. You are not losing anything that is meant for your future, and you are not being left behind in any way. What is leaving your life now is something that has already completed its purpose. I am not taking away your stability, I am protecting it. What remains will be stronger, more reliable, and more aligned with where you are going. As you continue forward, you will feel a growing sense of confidence that does not come from forcing yourself to be strong. This confidence will come from knowing that you are no longer in the same place and that you are being guided in a better direction.